Baraka Ezra, Bahasham, Yahushai, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hallelujah, praise Yahweh, Merikah Yahweh, rest upon you. And saying that, learn to understand. Understand to learn what you worship. Because at the end of the day, despite the confessions, believe, many believers die outside of their faith. They die in separation due to the fact of that they lack understanding of what they worship. So learn to understand and understand what you worship. And saying that, we're going to open up the book. We're going to go ahead on into Jeremiah the 5th chapter. I'm going to go ahead and get Jeremiah the 5th chapter. Then I'm going to go you get Jeremiah 5 and 21, and then let me get 2 Peter, I believe 1 and 12. Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 21, but I'm start at 20. Verse 20, declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah. Meaning that when he said Jacob, in the house of Jacob, he basically talking about all 12 tribes of Israel. You understand me? Because Jacob fathered all 12 tribes. Now when it says Judah, he's talking about the tribe of Judah. You understand me? But understand, like America, you have the nation's capital in Washington D.C. Understand that in the 12 tribes is made up of the kingdom. The kingdom is based upon the 12 tribes of Israel, and the capital of the kingdom is Judah, because Yahweh Shai, the lawgiver, came out of Judah. You understand me? Yahweh God's name is forever printed into Judah. You understand me? Matter of fact, let me go to Second Chronicles. And let me have 6 and 6, and then I'm gonna go over to 7 and 16. Second Chronicles chapter 6, verse 6. But I have chosen Jerusalem, that my name might be there, and have chosen David to be over my people. Listen, but I have chosen Jerusalem that my name might be there, and the name was there. Yahweh Shai, go back to what did he said John 5, what? I come in the name of the Father. You understand me? See, so the Father's name is Yahweh, meaning that he exists. You understand me? Because he exists through his creation. He speaks through his creation. You understand me? See, this is the things that the church do not teach you all. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let's go over to 7. Second Chronicles chapter 7 verse 16. For now I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name might be there forever. And his name is there forever because due to the fact that Yahweh Shai came out of the tribe of Judah. You understand me? Let me get before I finish we gonna finish up. Let me get Luke I think what Luke 2. Let me get Luke the 2nd chapter, and let me go down to verse 11. Luke chapter 2 verse 11. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. See, so he's talking about Yahweh Shai. You understand me? See, so when he says the house of Jacob, he's talking about the 12 tribes. When he says Judah, he's talking about that tribe of Judah, not the southern kingdom. You understand me? Now, when you're talking about the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, it's going to say Jerusalem and Israel walk together, or it say Joseph and Judah, depending on whether the scriptures is based upon the tribes or it's talking about singling out the kingdom or a particular kingdom. And in this case, Shalaki, in this case, a particular tribe that chose it, which is the tribe of Judah. You understand me? See, so understand that I'm not going to get off of it, and I'm not going to get into it, but understand that the Levites do not hold the covenant, despite of it being the covenant of Levi, due to the fact of the desert. Yet at the end of the day, you have to understand that Israel went into slavery for idolization. You understand me? And idolization is the beginning and the end and the cause of all things. You understand me? It is what it is. Let's get back to Jeremiah 5. Start from the beginning, verse 20. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 20. Declares in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, meaning that y'all are foolish, because y'all like understanding in what you worshiping, you like understanding in what you voting for, because at the end of the day, religion and politics is what this game is about. You understand me? And you cannot separate politics and religion, because at the end of the day, Shalaki, the commandments is one legal system that's composed of two. You have a divine and a philosophical system, and that philosophical system comes in various forms. I break this down in all my videos so that you can get a better understanding of this political game. Because see, at the end of the day, these politicians and their agenda, it all relates to the Bible. Because see, understand the spiritual war that you all talk about into these Christian organizations is played out politically, it's played out economically, it's played out culturally. Do you understand me? It's played out dietarily. Do you understand me? See, so y'all really have to understand politics and religion. And therefore y'all are foolish because y'all like understanding in what you worship, because again, the church is a religious governing system of man. You understand me? See, so understand, you're talking about the commandment. See, the commandments is divided into two legal systems, or to two forms of governance system, right? You have a divine system. This divine system deals with man and God. Politically, it's called theocracy. Now you have the other commandment. The second tablet is the philosophical tablet, and this is the governing system that comes in various forms. This is the system that deals with man and man. See, so when you want to talk about the New World Order and politics or whatever was taking place in the media, you have to go to the philosophical tablet, because yet this philosophical tablet and this divine tablet, they are in a war. See, the commandments, again, it's one legal system that's composed of two. You understand me? See, so you really have to understand what y'all worship. And a lot of y'all don't really understand what y'all worshiping. I'm gonna hold that. Let me go into the book of Hebrews. Let me get Hebrews 9 and 1 right quick. Hebrews chapter 9 verse 1. Then verily the first covenant, which is the commandments. You understand me? See, so the commandments that was given to the children of Israel in the desert is the first covenant. The second covenant is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the fulfillment of the promises that were established to Abraham. Let's read that again. Then verily the first covenant had also a ordinance of a divine service, not divine service. You understand me? And the commandments is divine because they come directly from Yahweh God that was given to Moses on Mount Sinai. You understand me? And a worldly sanctuary, and a worldly sanctuary, and the worldly sanctuary is that monarchy system, because see, understand, the monarchy system means one man rule. Now understand, the monarchy system was here in the beginning, and it's still going to be here in the end. You understand me? See, now understand, I'm not going to get ahead into the lesson, but see, understand, Babylon is a religious governing system. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so you have to understand that it's a religious governing system, and it's composed of two. You have a religious system, which is known as the gate of gods. You understand me? When idolization coming into play. You understand me? And the political form of government of Babylon is what we know as a monarchy system, meaning one man rule. Because see, go back to Genesis 10. Nimrod had a kingdom. He was the mighty ruler. He was a hunter before Yahweh God, meaning he was against Yahweh God and built all these shrines into these cities. Yet understand that these cities wasn't formed or officially fully established as a governance system. Yet, however, that one world governance system made nothing new because it was here in the beginning. You understand me? It is what it is. Cause go back to Genesis 10, and in the beginning of his kingdom. See, understand, kingdom and countries are the same biblical and political definition. You understand me? Where cities and territories come together to form that state, that form that country. And the 12 tribes of Israel form that divine governing system. The 12 tribes of Israel form that commandments. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so y'all really have to understand what y'all really worship. See, so understand the commandments is one legal system that's opposed to a divine and a philosophical system. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let's get back. Let's finish up Jeremiah. What was that? 5? Jeremiah chapter 5. Let's start from the beginning. Verse 20. Declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Meaning that y'all physically can see, yet you can't comprehend and understand what y'all looking at. Despite of you physically seeing these Democrats do this, despite of what you're looking at in the media, y'all lack understanding due to the fact of that y'all can't see beyond these agendas. Y'all can't be beyond the physical nature. You understand me? So therefore, like how Shai say, what? In John 9, therefore, there are some of you are made blind, and a lot of you all are blind, even though you can physically see. But yet you are blind to these agendas. Because see, understand, these agendas are playing out the prophecies of Yahweh God. You understand me? Because see, y'all have to keep in mind the Bible is the political book. You understand me? And life is based on politics and religion. You understand me? Life is based on captivity. Do you understand me? Either you're going to be enslaved to Yahweh God into a religious practice, or you're going to be enslaved to man through economic slavery practices. You understand me? See, so understand this war that y'all are talking about. This war is played out politically and religiously. That's why you can't separate politics and religion. You understand me? So therefore, y'all are foolish when it comes to these agendas. I'll see a lot of y'all TikTok videos and all this dumb shit that y'all doing, throwing yourself in front of fucking ice, doing all this nonsense. Like one dude, right, with the Carmelo Anthony. Oh, I'm jumping. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, you fucking monkey? You understand me? It is what it is. See, all that shit is nonsense. You understand me? Because see, they lack understanding of what they worshiping. They lack understanding of what they voting for. They lack understanding of politics and religion. They lack understanding of what this political game is about. You understand me? That's why this is T.F.Y. Facts over feeling, Miami Israelite, because I come to give you that truth. You understand me? Because you never hear no other Israelite speak about politics and religion or go in as I do, because I was taught. You understand me? Not from the elders with GMS. No, I was not. I learned Israel back in the late 80s with what's his name? Yahweh ben Yahweh. You understand me? That's how I learned. But it's just that I always kept that belief of an Israelite. But when they were talking about spaceships and stuff like that, it kind of like spooked me because of school and science and stuff like that. You understand me? See, so understand what y'all worship. You understand me? And a lot of y'all can't see beyond what y'all looking at. So y'all can't comprehend these agendas. So y'all die in idolization. Y'all die in separation. Despite of your confessions, despite of your baptism, despite of your faith. You understand me? Let's read that again. Verse 21. Hear now this, O foolish people without eyes, without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Meaning that y'all hear what these politicians are talking about, but you don't understand the terminology. You understand me? I'm gonna give you an example. Say like they say Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. Because see, understand, democracy do not mean freedom. See, freedom is into capitalism. You understand me? See, democracy is a philosophical view of man. And it comes in various ideology and forms. You understand me? See, so when they say Donald Trump is a threat to democracy, understand Donald Trump, the Republican Party, they represents a divine governance system. That divine system politically is what we know as theocracy. Go back to Hebrews 9:1. You had a divine service and a worldly sanctuary. You understand me? And that divine system is what we know is called theocracy. Theocracy is a divine intervention. A clergy group of men who rule through that intervention. And the Catholic Church, they control all Abrahamic religion, from Judaism to Islam to Christianity. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so these are the things that y'all have to learn and understand. And these are the things that are not being taught to you all. So therefore, when I come to you all and speak on these things, y'all can't understand. Y'all can't comprehend. You understand me? See, so understand that democracy do not mean freedom. It's a philosophical view. And the Bible and its commandments are against the views of man. Do you understand me? The views of man are against the Bible. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so y'all really have to understand what y'all worshiping. So learn to understand and understand what y'all worshiping. You understand me? Because you don't know the terminologies that these politicians use. So therefore you are deceived because you lack understanding and that knowledge. You understand me? You lack understanding, so you don't know the terminology. That's why I put y'all into these things. That's why I continuously to give y'all these type of doctrines. Because see, this is the understanding that you need. Because see, this is what the Bible is based upon. You understand me? All that doing good and all this nonsense is fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, the physical nature cannot please Yahweh God. See, so y'all really have to understand what y'all worshiping, and the church is not designed to teach y'all what y'all worshiping. You understand me? Let's read. Let's start from the beginning again. Let's go on what, and then I had what, Second Peter. But let me finish up from the beginning with Jeremiah 5. I'm gonna start at 20. Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 20. Declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Meaning that y'all see and hear, but y'all don't understand or comprehend these agendas because it all relates to the Bible. You understand me? Second Peter chapter 1. Oh, you could have went through.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you could have went through, boss.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, no, you good,
Keep
brother.
doing what you doing, though, man.
All right. 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 12. Wherefore I would not be negligent to put you always in remembrance of these things, though you know them and be established in the present truth. See, so I'm not negligent to put y'all into politics and religion because you will be established in that form of truth. You understand me? So that's why throughout all my videos, I break all these agendas and politics. I break it down. You understand me? And line it up with the scriptures. Because see, again, the Bible is a political book, and Yahweh Shai is a public affair to this divine governance system. You understand me? Like I stated in all my videos, you got a philosophical governance system of man, and you got a divine governance system of Yahweh God. The commandments of man is the scriptures to the philosophical nature, and the commandments is the divine governance system. And those are those scriptures that come directly from Yahweh God. See, y'all have to understand divine and physical. You understand me? See, these things is not being taught to y'all. That's why I'm not negligent to put y'all into these things so that y'all can be into that truth. Because when I guarantee when you go watch my videos in some of my videos, you're going to watch the CNN and MSDNC and Morning Joe, and you're going to understand their agenda. You understand me? You're going to understand this political game. You understand me? What it is, because see, understand the government already know who we are as a nation, as a people. Do you understand me? See, they already know. It's just that y'all don't understand this game. And the idea is to keep y'all down, to keep y'all diluted with this nonsense, with these damn movements. You understand me? With these standing up for abortion and throwing yourself in front of fucking ice. You understand me? Painting yourself and laying in the streets so that you can stop cars from polluting the air. You understand me? What you call them? Environmental protesters and the T.F.Y. Come on, man. Hey, it is what it is. See, so I'm not negligent to put y'all into what y'all need to know and understand, and that's politics and religion. Because see, y'all got this ideology that in that New World Order is the rise of the Antichrist. You understand me? And that's not true, because see, understand that white horse that goes back into Revelation does not represent the Antichrist. You understand me? That white horse symbolizes the imperialism of Christianity. Do you understand me? I did a video about this. The four horsemen is a one-world governing system. Do you understand me? And this system is here. Do you understand me? Y'all don't understand this New World Order because it's politically in the scriptures. Even though the church teach it, but yet the church, you all separate politics and religion and trying to teach these political events. But yet, y'all not understanding that the end is going to end. The end of the world is going to end astronomical, which is going to call cataclysmic events, because these planets and all these celestial objects going to line up and hit the earth, and then you're going to have political events such as World War III and the Battle of Armageddon. Do you understand me? Because Armageddon and World War III are two separate prophecies. You understand me? But yet y'all can't understand and see because they intertwine with each other. The end days and the last days. You understand me? See, so y'all have to learn and understand biblical prophecy. And a lot of y'all don't understand it because biblical prophecy is not taught into the church. You understand me? Only but philosophy and physical issues are taught into the church. You understand me? See, so understand this New World Order. It's not the rise of the Antichrist. Do you understand me? Because see, understand the Antichrist is somebody that's go against the biblical scriptures of the birth and resurrection of Yahweh Shai, or biblical prophecy as a whole. That is who you call, that is what you call, and who you call an Antichrist. You understand me? See, there ain't no world leader that's going to come and take over the goddamn UN and run the whole goddamn world. You understand me? That's not happening. But yet y'all have to understand the Antichrist. You understand me? It's not no one man that's gonna rule the goddamn world. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let me get 1 John. Let me get 2 and 18, and then I'm gonna go to 2 John. I'm gonna get 1 and 7. 1 John chapter 2, verse 18. Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now there are many, listen, even now there are many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time, meaning that we are in the last days. Because when you go back to Matthew 24, when the disciples asked them on the Mount of Olives, without how you say it, what was going to be the sign and what was going to be the end, and the first response that Yahweh Shai said was many going to come in and deceive you religiously. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so before he got into the astronomical events, before he got into the political events, or you want to call it tribulation, the first thing he said was, be not deceived. Many going to come in his name. You understand me? And what he talking about is religiously. You understand me? See, y'all have to understand this New World Order and the scriptures and biblical prophecy. And a lot of y'all don't understand the scriptures or prophecy. Let's read that again. 1 John chapter 2 verse 18. Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that the Antichrist shall come, even now there are many Antichrists, and there are many Antichrists. Whether you're if you're a Scientologist, you're an Antichrist. If you believe in heavily in democracy, you're an Antichrist. You understand me? If you're a Christian, you're an Antichrist. If you're a Muslim, you're an Antichrist. You understand me? What it is. See, so understand that what y'all worshiping, you is an Antichrist, and you got many Antichrists. You understand me? A lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people don't believe in biblical scriptures. That's why I go to John 6 and 64 when he say, but there are some of you believe not, because he knew from the beginning. And if Yahweh it was in the beginning long before the world was established. See, so when he came, he already know who believed and who didn't. That's, you understand me? I'ma hold that. That's why he's saying what? Let me get John 13 and 8. And let me go down to verse 18. John chapter 13, verse 18. I speak not of you all. I know whom I have chosen. See, he already know whom he have chosen. Long before he even came, he already knew. That's why he say, go back in John 64, he say, but none of y'all can't come unless it was given unto you. You understand me? And really, and it's not given to y'all. And what it's not given to y'all is that belief in that truth. You understand me? It is what it is, because he goes on to say that what? That religious lifestyle is going to be wax cold. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so understand, the Antichrist is somebody that goes against the biblical scriptures. You understand me? Let me get, oh yeah, I had 2 John chapter 1 verse 7. For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess that Yahweh Christ is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an Antichrist. Now when he say come in the flesh, a lot of you all, especially into the Christian religious organizations, y'all believe that Christ is the Son of God, which he is the Son of God. His name is not Jesus, his name is Yahweh. But what he talking about is biblical prophecy, that he come in the flesh, because he understand the flesh became prophecy. Everything goes back into the beginning. In the beginning, it's not being taught into the churches. You understand me? Because in the beginning, he said he was going to separate the physical from the physical, from the seed from the seed. See, so understand, when you go to John 1 and 14, that word became flesh. You understand me? It is what it is. That's why Yahweh Shai say in John 5, what he told him, if you believe, how you gonna believe my words if you don't believe the writings of Moses, because Moses wrote them? See, Moses wrote to him, and the prophets minor and major spoke about him. You understand me? But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't believe biblical prophecy because of the physical nature. And a lot of y'all don't understand what y'all worshiping because of the physical nature and the religious teachings of man. Do you understand me? Because the religious teachings and the doctrines of Christianity do not relate to the scriptures, despite of the plagiarism. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so you don't confess that he come in the flesh, talking about biblical prophecy. And a lot of people can't confess, but y'all don't believe in biblical prophecy. Meaning that a lot of y'all don't believe that a woman can have a baby without the touch of a man. Because in the physical nature, a man and a woman, the seed and the egg have to come together to multiply or to produce. Because that's the natures of life, male and female. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so understand, Antichrist is someone that don't believe in the scriptures. And you're going to have politicians, like even to this day, Kamala Harris don't believe in God. Joe Biden is a Catholic. Nancy Pelosi is a Catholic. But they don't believe in God, because you can see the legislations that they pass. You understand me? Legislations tell you that they don't believe in God. Karl Marx know the commandments. He know God exists, but he don't believe in God. He believe in the physical commandments. Do you understand me? Hey, Marxism is a one-world governance system. Because Marxism basically is a political economic theory. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so understand. Matter of fact, let me get Daniel let me go to Daniel what 8. Let me get Daniel 8 and then we start at 23. Daniel chapter 8 verse 23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to a full. See, when he says the transgressor, sin is the transgression of God's laws. You understand me? And understand that these agendas transgress Yahweh's laws. These agendas of these politicians makes a mockery out of Yahweh God. These agendas make a mockery out of your own faith that you claim that you believe. So you really don't believe, despite of your visitations to the churches on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays or wherever you attend, because you exercise the commandments of man. Your mind is liberal. Your mind is set on democracy. Democracy governs you. You understand me? See, y'all don't understand obedience. Y'all don't understand the political game. That's why I'm not negligent to put you in politics and religion. Let's read that again. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to a full, a king of fierce continuance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. And those dark sentences are policies and legislations. You understand me? A lot of these movements is attack against Yahweh God. You understand me? We are in a battle, spiritual battle. And it's been played out politically, religiously, economically, culturally, etc. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. In fact, I'm gonna hold that. Let me go into Leviticus. Let me get Leviticus 20. Get Leviticus 20 and let me go down to verse 13 and let me go into Deuteronomy and let me get 22 and 5. Leviticus chapter 20 verse 13. If a man lie with mankind as he lie with a woman, both of them have committed abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Meaning that they supposed to be put to death. But yet through democracy, it's okay for a man to marry another man. Do you understand me? Now, if you go against that, then you're transphobic. Do you understand me now? See, understand those words are political weapons of war. Do you understand me that they use? Because see, you are in a battle. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so understand. But hold on, you know what I mean? Hold on. But understand that through democracy, they tell you that it's okay. You understand me? Yeah, it's abomination to Yahweh God because it's not natural. But yet through democracy and the philosophical views of man, it's okay. Because what? Through the religious teaching, Jesus who don't exist loves you. God loves you. He don't love the sin, but he still loves you. Long as you have faith and believe. You can have faith and believe all day. But at the end of the day, that faith and that belief is played out. You understand me? And when that faith and belief is played out, it goes against Yahweh God. Y'all become an enemy to Yahweh God when y'all leave these commandments. Anything outside the commandments, y'all are enemies to Yahweh God. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Matter of fact, let me get finish up. Let me get Makai. Let me get Makai 3 and 5. Makai chapter 3 verse 5. Thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite their teeth and cry peace, and he put it not into their mouth. They even prepare war against him. Meaning that y'all prepare war against him because y'all line yourself up with all these philosophical doctrines. You understand me? And all these philosophical doctrines are tied to this new world order. Do you understand me? See, so understand what y'all worshiping and learn to understand what y'all worship. Let's go back to Daniel 8. And let's read that again, verse 23. Daniel chapter 8, verse 23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to a full, a king of fierce continuance and dark sentences shall stand up, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. Meaning that it's going to be mighty, but not by his own power, due to the fact of that you got bipartisan. Because you have to understand the left wing and the right wing, the Democrats, the Republicans, the so-called Edomites, the white men, they make America fly. You understand me? But yet, when y'all looking in the media outlets and y'all watching them politics, y'all watching the Democrats go against the Republicans go against the Democrats. But behind the closed doors, they are all together called bipartisan. You understand me? It is what it is, and it's not by its own. Why? Because you all lack understanding of what y'all voted for. So y'all put these people in the power, and they pass these wicked ass agendas that makes a mockery out of your faith. That makes a mockery out of your God, who you claim that you believe in, confessing. See, so y'all really have to understand what y'all worship, because see, understand. Church is a religious governing system. That religious belief system is of man, and it's not of God, Yahweh. See, that's what y'all have to understand. Religious teachings are the religious teachings of man. You understand me? It's not related to the Hebrew scriptures. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let me get down to verse 25. And through his policies, he shall also cause the crowds to prosper in his hand, and magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Because that peace is what you call philosophical, and you got in philosophy there ain't no answer but more philosophy. Philosophy plus philosophy equals philosophy. You understand me? It is, hey, it is what it is. See, so when you have to learn to understand what y'all voted for, because see, once y'all like that understanding, y'all put these people in the power and they pass legislations that go against your same faith. See, so y'all exercise the commandments of man. Y'all exercise democracy. Y'all exercise the religious ideologies and these political views. But y'all like understanding of religious, y'all like understanding, y'all like understanding of the scriptures. Because see, you have to be taught, because this is not given to everybody. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so y'all have to learn and understand that these agendas violate and make a mockery out of Yahweh God. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let me go into let me get Proverbs 1. Because see, understand that is abomination. All these agendas are abomination to Yahweh God. It's okay to eat pork, long as you believe and have faith in God, but you can violate and transgress the dietary laws. It don't work like that. You understand me? Let me get Proverbs. Let me go to Proverbs. Let me get Proverbs 11 and 1. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is a abomination to the Lord, but a just way is his delight. Listen. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord. And you have a false balance. Why? Because then you have male, female is the head of household now. Today you have female that are alpha male, alpha female. You understand me? Now today you have the males become beta. You understand me? Now you have trans running different political parties of this country. You understand me? You have legislations that are being passed by political people. You understand me? That support this ideology, that support these movements. You understand me? It is what it is, not understanding that these movements are abomination. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, but yet through democracy, y'all not able to see and understand beyond the physical. So therefore, y'all are blind. Even though you call yourself wokeness, y'all are wokeness in the physical nature. You understand me? Meaning that y'all are selective to history, but y'all are not woke. Because if you was really woke, you would be in the divine nature. You understand me? Hey, hey, it is what it is. See, so understand that these movements violates and make a mockery out of Yahweh God. You understand me? Because see, you have to understand this new world order was here in the beginning and it's still going to be here in the end. So that's why it ain't nothing new. You understand me? Let me get Genesis 3 and 7 right quick. And then I'm going to go down to verse 22. Genesis chapter 3 verse 7. And the eyes of them both became open. See, listen. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons, meaning that they woke up to the physical nature. You understand me? All right. See, so understand. Then let's go down to verse 22. And the Lord Yahweh said, behold, the man has become one of us. See, the man become one of us. Man has become God. You understand me? God is a supreme being with supernatural power. And man do have supernatural powers. You understand me? They have legislation that controls what you eat, what you think, what you wear, how you vote, how you behave, etc. You understand me? See, so man has power. The government has power. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let's read that again. And the Lord said, behold, the man has become one of us to know good and evil. See, so man has become God since the day that his eyes was open to know good and evil. So man is God too. You understand me? Let me get Revelations. Let me go to Revelations 19. And let me go verse 20. Revelation chapter 19 verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, that's the religious leaders, and the wrought that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them, and that had received that mark of that beast. Let's read that again. And the beast was taken, with him the false prophet that was wrought miracles before him. Now when it says that beast, he's talking about the government. And when he's talking about the false he's talking about the false prophet, he's talking about the religious leaders. So basically what he's talking about is the Catholic Church, because the Catholic Church controls all Abrahamic religions. Cause see, understand, Islam is a copy of, it's the same as fucking capitalism. Capitalism is the same as Islam. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so understand the Catholic Church controls all Abrahamic religion. So he's talking about the church, the religious governance system of man, and he's talking about the political system of man going to come to an end. Because see, understand, man and beast was created on the 6th day. That's why man has animal instincts. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so understand that this system, this order was here in the beginning and it's going to be here in the end. Let's read that again. Revelations 19 verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them which had received that mark of that beast, and that worshiped that image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with a brimstone. And when he says that mark of that beast, that mark is symbolic for identification, meaning that through democracy you identify with the government. Through these movements you identify with the government. Through racism, through bigotry, through phobic, you align up, you side with the government. You understand me? See, so understand that white horse is not the rise of the Antichrist. You understand me? There is no world leader that's going to come and take over the UN. You understand me? You is going to have politicians that don't believe in God that's going to run countries. You understand me? Like Madani. You understand me? Kamala Harris. She don't believe in God. A lot of these politicians don't believe in God. Like Cora Bush. What's his name? That young mayor from Baltimore. These are Marxist people. They believe in the physical enslavement of man. Do you understand me? They don't believe in God. They believe in man. Do you understand me? That's why you have to learn and understand what y'all voted for. So what happened is that y'all put these people in the power because you can't see and understand what you're looking at. You understand me? See, so understand that this new world order was here in the beginning and it's going to be here in the end. But the difference is that order was not established, meaning that the old order was established by religion. That religion is what we know as Babylon. Babylon is the gate of gods. You understand me? See, so in the new order, it's going to be based on philosophy of man. Like the Renaissance. When the Renaissance gave birth to the literature. You understand me? And religion, meaning that they rewrote history. You understand me? They gave rebirth to the literature. That's what it means, the rebirth. You understand me? The Renaissance and the Dark Ages, and prior to the Renaissance, the Dark Ages, they were backwards. You understand me? So the same thing with this New World Order. This New World Order was not yet established. Now it's being established through the politicians, legislatures, and agenda. Starting with Kamala Harris, Cora Bush, Madani, the mayor of New York, and you're going to have some more communists and Marxists that's finna run for politics. That's finna run for House Senate. That's finna run for the Congress. That's finna try to run for president. See, they're gonna bring America. See, America's a religious country. They're gonna bring America to an economic third world country. They're gonna bring America into enslavement. See, so when you understand the immigration, you will understand that these immigrants coming to America because they're escaping socialism. These immigrants coming because they're escaping communism. And then you come to America and you go for the same shit that you're running from. And black people, they never lived in a communist country. Black people never lived in a socialist country. And yet y'all protesting against capitalism. Y'all don't understand it's freedom into capitalism. Do you understand me? Bureaucracy combination with socialism is the economic enslavement. Y'all don't understand what y'all voting for. You understand me? See, so understand this new world order. It's not the rise of the Antichrist. You understand me? It's not the mark of the beast, because that chip is the tracking system. That mark is the identification. You're going to identify with the government by your religious and political views. You understand me? Because see, understand this new world order has two forms of government. You understand me? Like Babylon, you have a religious system and a political system. Now, in this new world order, you have a political and a religious system. Now, the religious system of the new world order is called science. It's called evolution, because they believe in the creation. You understand me? They don't believe in God. They believe in the creation. See, so when it comes to the new world order being established, it's the belief in creation. So when you go back to the media, you see the agendas of the Democrat is to abolish all religion and nationalism. You understand me? Because see, MAGA is a nationalist movement. You understand me? It's a religious movement. What you call that, QAnon? That's a religious movement. See, so you have to understand that the Democrats and the Marxists and Marxism, their agenda is to get rid of all religion, because the old order was based on religion, and that religion was between God and man, and that's when the commandments come into play at that divine system, because you got 1 through 5 deals with man and God, 6 through 10 deals with man and man. You understand me? Like I told you, 1 through 5 deals with man and God. 6 through 10 deals with man and man. And this the enslavement of where man come in, because the governing system of man come in various forms. I break all this down in all my videos so that y'all get an understanding. Every time that you watch these media outlets, you understand me? You get an understanding of what y'all worshiping. See, so understand, There ain't no see. So understand that ain't no world leader going to come take over. That white horse do not symbolize no antichrist. That's not the mark of the beast. It's not the chip system. You understand me? In this new world order, there is no rapture, meaning that there is no white man coming to save you. But will the elect be taken up? Yeah, but that's another video that I will break down. You understand me? But yet, at the end of the day, there is no rapture. You will not get another second chance to proclaim your faith or to believe in God again. You understand me? Ain't no white man coming out of the sky to save you. Do you understand me? Hey, hey, it is what it is. Let me get Matthew 24. And let me get 29, and let me go down to 31. Matthew 24, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation. See, listen. Immediately after the tribulation, meaning that you're going to have those political events. What y'all call the Antichrist is when these politicians going to come in and pass these wicked ass agendas. Now let's go down to verse 31. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. See, so in that new world order, you will be down here. So there will not be no rapture. Ain't no white man coming out of the sky to save you. We're talking about immediately after the tribulation, meaning that you're going to have celestial events that's going to take place. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let's go over to 25. Let's go over to Matthew 25, and then let me read. Let me go all the way to to 12. Matthew 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be like unto 10 virgins which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. I mean, they ain't had no understanding. The 5 were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with them with their lamps. Meaning they took the promises, they took those precepts. Because they understood the biblical scriptures. You understand me? The other ones foolish had religious teachings. So they thought that they was okay being saved by grace, not by works. See, so they thought it was okay that they can do what they want to do. You understand? Verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a great cry, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all the virgins rose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, Give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered and said, Not so, lest there be not enough for us, me and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourself. Meaning that when these events took place, they didn't understand it due to the fact that they had their religious teachings. You understand me? See, so they had to go back and to understand what these political and astronomical events was taking place and what it means. You understand me? They had to go back and examine biblical prophecy. And you understand me? See, so understand that when these events took place, they didn't understand it. And a lot of y'all don't understand the New World Order. Y'all don't understand these political events. You understand me? And the foolish said to the wise, Give us your oil, our lamps is going out. But the wise answer said, Not so, lest there not be enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they were ready, went in with him to the marriage. And the door was shut. And afterwards came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said unto them, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Meaning that he don't know you. Despite of your baptism and confessions, he never knew you. Because you never was taught. You understand me? See, so when these events took place, you never understood biblical scriptures. You understand me? See, so at the end of the day, ain't no white man coming to save you when the elect get taken up, because they are saved from destruction, and that was salvation is, saved from destruction. But yet the elect is going to go through the tribulation, so there ain't no rapture. You will not get a second chance. You understand me? To proclaim Yahweh words. Let's get down. Let's go. Let's go back to 24 Matthew, and let's get down to verse 37. Matthew 24, verse 37. But as in the days of Noah, so were also the coming of the Son of Man. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark. And they knew not the flood until it took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Meaning that y'all not going to understand because life going to continue. And then you're going to have destruction taking place. Two taken in the field, one is being left, meaning that one is going to hear and understand, and then they're going to make moves. But that rapture, I'm going to break it to another video because I did one about it. I touched on it because there ain't no such thing as a rapture. You understand me? See, so no rapture's not going to take place. That's not the rise of the Antichrist. The New World Order is not the mark of the beast. You understand me? The New World Order is an order that been established by man, meaning that God do not exist anymore. Only thing that exists is creation and that belief in that creation. You understand me? Let me get Genesis 1, and let me get 1 and 1, and then I'm gonna go down to verse 16. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and the earth. Listen, in the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and the earth. And let's go down to verse 16. And El made two great lights. And the greater light ruled the day, and the lesser light that ruled the night. He also made the stars. Let's go down to verse 19. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. See, so he made the earth. We had the fourth day creation with the stars, the sun, and the moon. Now, to the order of man in this new world, you had a Big Bang Theory took place. I mean, a Big Bang Theory, but yet you had a chemical spill or a chemical accident that took place. You understand me? It is what it is. Let me get Isaiah 42 and 5 right quick. Isaiah 42 verse 5. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, He that created the heavens and stretched them out, that spreadeth forth the earth, and that which cometh out of it. And he giveth breath unto the people upon it, and the spirit to them that walk therein. Meaning that Yahweh God didn't make the heavens and the earth. You understand me? Because we had atmosphere and the world evolved. You understand me? Because see, you had these rocks that came together that started circulation that got a spin. You understand me? See, so when you go and watch these National Geographics and all these films about how the creation of the earth and the universe and all that, you understand me? See, so understand Scientology, evolution, all that is the science of man. Because man believe in creation. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so this new world order is going to be established in the creation of man, in the order of man. Meaning man is going to rule. There will be no more scriptures. You understand me? Let me get Daniel 12 and 4 right quick. Daniel chapter 12 verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, set the words up, set up the words and set up the book to the time of end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Now when he said run to and fro, meaning that they're going to be searching for knowledge. You understand me? And the knowledge that they're going to be increased ain't nothing but philosophy. That's all they're going to find is philosophy. You understand me? It is what it is. Let me get Amos 8 and let me get 11. Amos chapter 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not of bread nor thirst of water. And he's talking about economically. But the hearing of the word, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the west. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Why? Because in the generations to come, they're not going to know the scriptures. You understand me? Only thing they're going to know is philosophy, because see, the scriptures is closed. The Bible is closed because, see, understand these events are going to be played out politically and astronomically. You understand me? See, so y'all have to learn and understand. That's why I go back in Matthew 24. And he said in the days of Noah. Why? Watch, because y'all don't understand when these events take place. Because when these events take place, y'all not gonna understand it. Because ain't no white man gonna come out of the sky to save you. And then once you come to that realization, you understand me? But yeah, it's going to be too late. You understand me? It is what it is. You're not going to get another opportunity. You understand me? See, so that new world order that y'all was taught and the church teach is bullshit. You understand me? Ain't no Antichrist, ain't no one man gonna rule the goddamn world. You understand me? See, so understand the church is the religious governing system of man. You understand me? Although some of those scriptures are based upon Hebrew scriptures, yet those teachings of the New World Order and its mark of the beast are the religious ideology of man that come from the Greek and Roman philosophers that goes back into the Renaissance. They gave rebirth to the literature that we have to this day. They gave what? They interpret how we view money, God, and materialism to this day. Because y'all don't understand philosophy. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let me get Job. Let me get Job 26 and 7 right quick. Job 26 verse 7. He stretched out the north over the empty places and hangeth the earth upon nothing. You understand me? See, so what they said was that it was the Big Bang Theory took place. Yahweh God didn't create the heavens and the earth. You understand me? You had a chemical accident that took in place. Do you understand me? Let's go to Genesis. Back to Genesis. Let's go to the 2nd chapter and let's get to verse 7. Genesis chapter 2 verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Meaning that no, even though man died, go to the dirt, you have to understand through the science of this new world order, through man evolved over time through bacteria. You had the dinosaur was wiped out. Then you had a period of time when the earth went through its climate. Then you had the evolution of man, and man conquered and took over the planet. You understand me? See, so understand that all these doctrines that y'all are into, all these movements that y'all are into are philosophical movement that violates and go against Yahweh God. You understand me? Despite of y'all believe, y'all exercise these movements and ideology, y'all are separated through y'all practices. You understand me? Despite of your belief. You understand me? Because these politicians and these agendas governs your life. You understand me? Your life is not governed by the commandments. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let me get Psalms 46. Let me get Psalms 146 and let me get 3. Psalms 146 verse 3. Put not your trust in prince, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. His breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth. In that very day his thoughts perish, meaning that he's going to die because he's in the physical. You understand me? So you can't trust these politicians. You understand me? But yeah, y'all put y'all trust in these politicians. Y'all put y'all trust in the belief of creation. You understand me? It is what it is, because at the end of the day, they're going to die because the wages of sins is death. You understand me? Let me get Psalms 118. Let me get Psalms 118. Let me go to verse 8. Psalms 118 verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. Why? Because they are going to die. Put y'all trust in these politicians and these civil rights leaders like Al Sharpton, Stephanie, and all these Charlemagne the God, all these puppet ass people that y'all want to follow. Charleston White, all these people ain't gonna. It's not about skin color. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so the science of this new world order is it's the belief in creation. You understand me? It is what it is, meaning that Yahweh God don't exist. You understand me? Let me get Jeremiah 17. Yeah. Let me get Jeremiah 17 and 5. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in the man, and make flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. Meaning that you are cursed. And what he talking about curse, he's talking about economically, because y'all trust into the politicians and their agendas, but don't trust in Yahweh God. Because see, the commandments is a divine governance system, and that divine governance system, financial institution, is what we call capitalism. But yeah, y'all go against capitalism and y'all support the bureaucracy, communism and socialism. And these are institutions of financials of economic enslavement. And y'all are cursed. You understand me? Let me get Deuteronomy. You are cursed. He's talking about finance. Let me get Deuteronomy 28. And let me get 2. Deuteronomy 28, verse 2. And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God Yahweh. Now let's go down to verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of the body, and the fruit of the ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy kind. Blessed shall be thy basket and storehouse. And he's talking about capitalism. But it's going to be a curse when you disobey the commandments. You understand me? That's when life get hard. You understand me? But yet understand that the world take care of the world. And Yahweh gonna take care of Yahweh. You understand me? See, so when you go down, you got the blessing and you got the curses. Those curses are economic curses. You understand me? That's why it's not about skin color. You understand me? Let me get Nehemiah 5 right quick. Cause my time is limited. I'm gonna get one. Nehemiah chapter 5 verse 1. And there was a great cry of the people of their wives against their brethren the Jews, for they were that said, we our sons, our daughters are many. Therefore we take up corn for them that we may eat and live. And a lot of y'all help these Democrats. A lot of y'all go door to door for petitions, for signatures. Y'all support the Democratic Party. And some there were also that said, we have mortgaged our land, vineyards, and houses, that we may buy corn because of the dirt. Meaning that because of these diseases that took out, especially with the COVID, y'all took out loans, PPP loans and stuff and whatnot. You understand me? It is what it is. And there were some that said, we borrowed money from the king tribute, and that upon our lands and vineyards. Yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children. When you're talking about the flesh, you're talking about that skin color, that flesh. Because see, it doesn't matter what color you are. Brandon Johnson, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, Al Sharpton, Charlemagne the God, Stephanie, all these people are puppets. All these people are devils. Roland Martin, you understand me? All these niggas ain't shit. You understand me? It is what it is, because see, all these black people, they get paid by the white man because the Democratic Party support these black people. The white Democratic Party funded Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was a socialist. Martin Luther King was a Marxist. Do you understand me? It is what it is. See, so it's not about skin color. You understand me? It is what it is, because see, understand Yahweh is a capitalist. You understand me? Let me get Psalms 128. And let me get 2, but I'm gonna start at 1. Psalms 128 verse 1. Blessed is everyone that feareth the Lord, that walk in his ways. For thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands. Happy shall thy be, it shall be well with thee. Meaning that he's talking about capitalism. You understand me? Because Yahweh God is the capitalist himself. Let me get Ecclesiasticus Let me get Ecclesiasticus 2. And let me get 24. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 24. There is nothing better for a man than that he should eat and drink, and that he should make his soul enjoy good in his labor. This also I saw it was from the hand of Yahweh God. You know what I mean? That splurging and spending your money, working and doubling it and spending it and having a good time and enjoying life. That's capitalism. It's freedom in the capitalism. You understand me? But y'all vote against it because they tell y'all that capitalism is racist. So you don't understand the game, so you enslave your own self. Let's go over to Ecclesiasticus 5 and 19. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 19. Every man also to whom Yahweh given riches and wealth, and have given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor. This is the gift of Yahweh God. You understand me? So capitalism is a gift. You understand me? But yeah, y'all go against capitalism, and then y'all enslave yourself economically. You understand me? It is what it is about putting your trust in the man, because man is an economic enslavement. Do you understand me? It is what it is. Let me get 1 Samuel. Let me get 1 Samuel 8. And let me get 12. 1 Samuel chapter 8, verse 12. Shalaki, let's start at 9. 1 Samuel chapter 8, verse 9. Now therefore hearken unto their voice, howbeit, yet protest solely unto them, and show them the manner of king that shall reign over them. And Samuel told the words of the Lord unto the people that asked him for a king. And he said, this shall be the manner of king that reign over you. Verse 12. He will appoint captains over thousands and captains over 50s, will set them ear to the ground to reap his harvest, to make his instruments of war, instruments of his chariots. And what he's talking about is socialism, is racism, it's the attack of America, it's the attack of employment. Do you understand me? Go to Malachi 3. Socialism is to extol and communal ownership, confiscation of private property. You understand me? See, so they covet fields. You understand me? See, so meaning that they covet, they go against the commandments, they covet fields, and they pass legislations that come and take everything that you got. You understand me? Let me get Malachi 2 and 2. Shalaki, I think it's 2 and, yeah. Malachi 2 and 2. Malachi chapter 2, verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Now that's what they want. Woe unto them that devise iniquity, that worketh evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Because y'all put these people in the power. So they pass legislations that come and take everything that you got. Socialism. You understand me? See, so understand this new world order going to be established in the order of man, when Yahweh God don't exist. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so you have to understand what y'all worshiping.